Sagittarius, and welcome to your April 2018 general reading. I'll be doing my love readings separately, be doing them next week. God, give me a minute. You've got some strange oppositions of energy here, Sagittarius. First of all, the World card's your additional guidance card. Completion of a chapter, okay? I think maybe some of you I've been feeling that this chapter has been completing itself forever, okay? Remember, it's us that quite often keep things going, and that's including myself, Sagittarius, okay? So there's no judgment here, that I keep things going that died a long time ago, okay? But the World card talks about the ending of one cycle so a new cycle can begin, okay? I always tend to get the World card as, you know, a giant jigsaw puzzle, and you start to put the last little pieces into place. Then something's completed and we get to start all over again in the full, okay? But this time we get to start over again, having learned new lessons, and then we don't hopefully repeat those same lessons again. And I'm laughing because I so often do, okay? So you enter into April, two very different energies. And some Sagittarius almost feel like you're protecting yourself from love here, okay? The Four of Discs. So take a close look. The image tells a story, okay? Someone who's protecting his heart. In my other decks, he also covers his crown chakra, which means he's not allowing in divine guidance, and he's protecting his heart. He is guarding himself, okay? It's a 4, so also represents security. A feeling sometimes that we need to hold on to what we've got because it's better than not knowing what comes next, you know. So I don't know if some Sagittarius are holding on to something that's better let go of, okay? No guilt. We all do it, by the way, including me, okay? Because the Ace of Cups just came up with it, and the Ace of Cups is a whole new emotional chapter. You cannot resist this card, by the way. You can try, because it looks like some of you are really trying to keep a grip on what was, rather than embracing this meeting with destiny, this new chapter. Does that at all make sense, Sagittarius? Because I find with this Ace of Cups, you just can't resist it. We can play all these games, or I'm not doing that and I'm not doing this, but it's destiny, so it can't be resisted. Because what you most want is this Two of Wands to be resolved, I'm assuming. The Two of Wands is a card of, you picked up an ace, this vitality, and you're going down the Fool's path and you meet with the Two of Wands. This sense of, shall I go right or shall I go left? There's a sense of not being sure about where to go next. I've got a feeling, Sagittarius, this is all a game, and you're being guided and led to the next stage of your life, because the Chariot is your protector energy, okay? So major arcana, you cannot resist the majors, and you can't resist the aces. What you do with the aces is your choice, okay? It's like anything, we either nurture it and grow it, or we stamp on it and we destroy it. That is the free will that we do have, okay? So the Chariot is trying to take your life in a direction, okay? So I want to know why. It's like your thinking is saying to you, shall I go right or shall I go left? But there's a deeper pull here, Sagittarius, propelling you forward. And then the Star cards came up with it. So that's that message twice. The Star card is a new era. very similar cards, because look how open they are, Sagittarius, how trusting they are. Both these cards are about enchantment, because enchantment does exist. Leo got a similar reading. It's very similar, very blessed energy here. But some of you Sagittarius are resisting it, and you're staying at the level of the mind, okay? Shall I go right? Shall I go left? Rather than allowing life to take you forward in the direction that it wants to. And I don't know why, it tends to be fear. Or you're still waiting, because your challenge card is just waiting for your ships to come in. Sometimes the threes can be a feeling that your destiny is intertwined with other people's, okay? So you can't move forward yet because you're still waiting maybe on news from another person. You're still waiting for more information. And maybe that's why you're at this Two of Wands, is you don't have all the information that you need, okay? Personally, if I was getting this reading, Sagittarius, I wouldn't even blink 1 minute and worry. I would allow this process to unfold. And it's a really hard thing to do. But that's what I do, because there's definitely a sense of waiting on something, and maybe that's why you don't know what the next step is, okay? This is your challenge, but your protector energies are the Chariot. So the movement and the change is happening. And with the Star card, it's very blessed energy. And the Ace of Cups says exactly the same thing, okay? And the World card, they're all pointing to completion and new beginnings. Now, in your relationship house, so I don't know which news around relationships you're waiting for, but the Knight of Swords tends to rush in and brings news, and quite rapid news, okay? It's sometimes when I pull this guy, it's like, where did that come from? You're waiting on something, and then he rushes in and brings this change into your environment. So it's regarding relationships. So I don't know if that's what you're waiting on, Sagittarius. Before you feel you can really move forward. The Majors are in charge of your reading, which means you're moving forward into a new era, if you like it or not, okay? So you might play this game of waiting, but the news is coming and you're moving forward. Money and work, you've got the Three of Discs. The threes always involve working with other people, always, okay? The Three of Discs is a card of cooperation. Your destiny, again, feeling intertwined with other people. That's what the challenge is here. Money and work is the same. Now, Sagittarius, as much as possible, raise your colleagues up, okay? Help them with their self-esteem, their sense of personal value, because that's the deepest meaning of the Three of Pentacles. We either raise people up or we bring them down, okay? Keep that vibration of Sagittarius as pure and as you can. And we do that through our intentions. Keep your intentions as honourable as possible for other people. Now, at the level of your spirituality, I've got you a little bit guarded here. A little bit self-protective. You can see that, okay? He's guarding himself. This is my classic PSD card. I think some Sagittarius has been a lot of hurt caused by someone, okay? And maybe this is what the healing card is in this new era, because this Nine of Wands can represent stay away, okay? At a really deep core level, you're still trying to resolve some core wound that's happened. Listen, Sagittarius, if someone's caused you damage, destiny and karma will look after them. So we suffer because of someone else's behaviour, okay? And there comes a point when we have to say no. I am not going to do that anymore. I'm going to let life be that lesson for these people, because the Fool has appeared with it. So the Fool is our true home, by the way. It's where we start, and it's where we're all trying to get back to. But to get back to the Fool, we have to keep processing the hurts and the daily betrayals of life, okay? Because the Nine of Wands, I don't like seeing you in this. I mean, I'm not saying withdraw as a negative. So I withdraw all the time to recuperate, to recharge. But I've got a sort of feeling at a deeper level, you're being very, very self-protective here. And the Fool is saying, as much as possible, let it go. Because destiny always takes care of people who cause us pain. But by us holding on and going into withdrawal, we're going through, it's like we're hurting ourselves over and over and over again. And I don't really quite like seeing that for you, Sagittarius. I want you to be this Fool card. All the books need to be 0. Try not hold on to anything. Keep processing, keep letting go, keep being that spirit, that free spirit that you really are. You end with 2 cards. So I first pulled you the Tower, then the Judgment card. So this is something, I mean, with the rest of your reading, this is about your defences coming down, Sagittarius, so you can get this whole new beginning. Especially what's going on for you at a core level is this feeling of being wounded, okay? So when the Tower, listen, it's one of the most misunderstood cards in the whole deck, okay? The Tower is the breaking down of our defences so we can start to allow this energy in. Look, these 2 cards are almost the same. That's exactly what it's about. So, and this and the Nine of Wands, this has to heal. You know, we have to allow in the new energy to heal us, so we get this brand new energy, this new dawn, this healing card, this resurrection, so a new beginning can start. Now, if people hurt us, we keep ourselves wounded. If people hurt us, Sagittarius, that's their date with destiny that they have to meet and transform and overcome. And I've got a feeling some of you are hurting yourself because of someone else's behaviour, okay? Your whole reading is about breaking down this overly sense of being guarded to allow new energy and new love to come in, okay? Now, we guard ourselves for very good reasons, but maybe it's time to dismantle some of those boundaries, Sagittarius, and allow in this new divine energy, because it's the Star card, it's healing time, okay? You deserve something better than what you've been getting, and you've got to start to believe that. Let go of what you're holding on to, and I'll trust the energy to bring you in something better. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope this helped. Loads of love. Bye.